Hi there, Dr. Brian here. It's Thursday. Good Lord, the month is nearly done. However, that means we've just got weeks to Christmas, so that's good and bad. We've got less time to do more, and we'll wrap the year on a high note. That's the goal. So how do you turn your thoughts and goals into reality? That is a very lifelong and everyone question. How do you make your wishes come true? You could wish upon a star, according to Walt Disney, and he did do that because he was a self-made man who had an idea and created a reality, and he did a remarkable job. So the Andrew Carnegie, who was one of the richest men in the world at the end of the 19th century, beginning of the 20th century, he commissioned Napoleon Hill to speak to the 500 most influential and wealthiest people on earth and find out what they had in common, what they all did that made them successful. So the formula exists, and all of the coaching programs really just look at that work and look through the knowledge of ages to help us understand what to do to go from a thought and a dream to a thing. And it's interesting because I read Think and Grow Rich 20 years ago, and there are certain elements of it that made me feel a bit uneasy. The idea that you had to have a white hot passion, and that felt so unbalanced and almost unhealthy and possibly socially unacceptable that I just decided I couldn't do it. And I thought it was nearly an unacceptable request that you have a white hot all-consuming passion. However, the reality is you have to have an unshakable belief and a certainty of thought and conviction that means that every step, every thought you have, every step you take is actually taking you towards your goal. And I can see as I'm working through week 8, 9 of the coaching program, the Bob Proctor coaching program, it's beginning to stick. So I am drawing into reality a number of things that I've been working on over the last 6, 8, 12 weeks, and that's quite exciting. It feels like it's all beginning to take shape in a tangible way. The idea where you take the reality is you take an idea and you work on it and develop it, and you draw certain circumstances and things and people around you, and then you discover it's a thing. And that's pretty exciting. So, after an amount of work, the Blue Mountains Car Rentals will fire off next week. It's been a few full starts, but now all I have to do is just upload the ordering template and get them to put the contract in, and it will be a done deal, and that's pretty cool. So if you want to rent a Mercedes in the Blue Mountains, get in touch with us and we'll organise one. Competitive rates, and would you rather have a Daihatsu or a Mercedes? You'll have your own opinion on that, but I know what I'd choose to drive if I had the choice for the same price. So there it is. It's a very intriguing idea, and there's a lottery tonight. 150 million is the prize. One or a number of people will win, and that will be a moment where their belief of winning is greater than their disbelief of not winning. So therefore those people will often almost not know how they did it. They'll suddenly have a lump of money in their lap that they can't quite contemplate what they'll do with. And the numbers show, the evidence is that within 3 to 5 years, most lottery winners are worse off than before they won the lottery. So they don't change their state of mind quite commonly, and so the money falls through their fingers like sand, and they buy expensive assets that require upkeep that they don't create an income to support. They basically spend the money, spend the capital, they don't spend the income that the capital produces. And that's a great shame. So thoughts, are critical, attitudes are everything, and so if we wind that round to your health, well, what do you believe is possible? Do you believe that you now have what the experts have told you you have? Sometimes that's helpful because it gives you a name and you can know what you're working with, you can know how to grapple with it. But in the end, you could say that choices and thoughts and actions have created it, and you can uncreate it with a different set of thoughts and actions, and that's difficult because we're very conditioned to do certain things, but you can just pay attention to what your thoughts are and take actions around what you want rather than what you don't want. So when I work with you as an individual, I'm looking at helping the body physically, and that makes it easier when you're feeling better and you've got more energy to change your mind and hold a thought, because that's very exhausting initially because it's quite hard work. So it's a team effect, and if we do work together and we agree that we're going to hold a thought, work on it, do work on it every day, several times a day, it's surprising what you can achieve. And my belief is that if I have great confidence and faith that we can help you, and you can feel that and actually join me in the belief, you will get a result. And before you shout at the screen, it's just placebo, the latest evidence is that placebo is everything. In fact, the effect of the pharmaceutical, the drug, whatever, is patent and it is real, but if you actually have grave doubts, then you won't get as nearly good result. In fact, you could almost have a negative result. You could just have a reaction and not an action, not the desired outcome. And so it's very important that you always have confidence in what's going on, because that will really crystallize and solidify your outcome. Excuse me. So very important that you hold a positive space and you work towards achieving your goals in concert with your people you're working with, so that what you want becomes what you experience. There's the tip for the day. Keep your goal clear, read it every day, believe that it's possible, and you'll be surprised by how things line up to make it true. Okay, bye for now.